I was groomed from a family of retailers. My grandfather was the founder of one of the most famous department stores in Shanghai in the 30s. My sister's my mentor. Her name is Joyce, and she's probably one of the most famous Asians in the fashion world today. She's really shown me the world. I've learned a lot throughout my fashion years with her. And then I got more corporate training when I joined Chanel. So I was the head of image and communications. So that was all my fashion days. The reason why I came back to the hospitality industry is when I started a cafe called Joyce Cafe for my sister's fashion empire. I was the one who introduced the very popular caramel crunch cake to Hong Kong, and everybody just loved it. Everyone still asks after it after all these years, so I reintroduced it to my restaurant and bar Sabre, which I started 5 years ago. Well, what makes it special? I guess we use the best premium products and ingredients we can find anywhere and everywhere. Because we have our secret formula with a much lowered sugar content, and our cakes are pretty fluffy. So one of them is our red velvet. It is made with beetroot juice, and we use the real purple taro to make our paradise cake. It's really delicious and very different texture. I care for textures a lot when there's a bite to it and it's interesting. So that's what we're famous for. The kitchen size at Sabre for pastries and desserts is tiny, so I had the idea of having a central kitchen close by elsewhere. So that became Miss B's Cakery. It's really a very successful little street, very quaint shops all around. Ralph Lauren is there, and Miss B is there. And of course we were very popular. So the moment came, I started a C'est La Bee in Tai Hang. That was our first one, and then we're in Pacific Place. Our latest one is in Harbour City, Canton Road. That's where all the biggest brands in the world has the highest grossing results. So that along that street. We've had plenty of compliments, and from people very, very professional. They are always saying, I am the person that's changed the entire cake industry, who's raised the benchmark for cakes. I'm very honored. I'm seriously very honored. There was a time when I just first started thinking about sending out e-letters for Sabre, so I've been collecting all these images for a few years. And I work with an Australian team who's designed my collateral. We said, why don't we make a book? That's how my coffee table book, Butterflies and All Things Sweet, came around. For me, I'm a very visual person, and I didn't want any words. I'll have just enough information to provide something about myself and about my work, and that was it. I feel that you've made someone happy just of one small little thing, and it's only a cake. Those little joys are collected, be it that second, be it the couple of minutes, and that is what is fantastic. Joyce, as the company, was very nice to host a few city launches for me. So it was very interesting when I was up there in Shanghai. It's very cosmopolitan, of course. It's amazing. You go along the bund, it is seriously romantic. It's the pizzazz, it's the diversity, which is fabulous. Joyce Hong Kong was amazing. Bartley, who was a head of the creative department, they made hundreds and thousands of moving butterflies, and they made the store as if it's like going into a huge C'est La Bee. It connected back with fashion. It was really stunning. In Manila, we had a great reception, which my friends who has the best lifestyles and fashion store hosted for me. We had an intimate event of around 200 people, followed by a beautiful alfresco dinner out in the gardens, and my book sold out like hotcakes. My last and fourth city tour was New York City, and it's a city that I've loved for years. I was very humbled with the great enthusiasm and warmth of how I was received. Many of my friends from all over the world were there and to support me. And of course, I am ever so grateful for Ralph Lauren himself to be there and give his support. His 888 Madison mansion is huge and very plush. We had so many iconic names in the fashion and design and also entertainment industry. And I was really so happy that my own sister Joyce was there to share my happy occasion. And as she said, A1 class act. And for me, it was like the beautiful fireworks at a grand finale, a celebration.
You're here to present your book as a gift to the world, but a book is only a representation of who you are, written on pages. But all of us as your friends get to see that every time we look at you, experience what you make for us, and experience the love of your laugh and joy of the world. So why we toast you for the book that you've done.
Yes.
We more toast you for who you've become in this world. I'm so proud to know you.
I agree.